Hi. In business, a lot of people that make it to the top and are in boardrooms are people who do deal in methods and kind of are method dealers, and they earn a lot of followers, and a lot of people respect them, and they gain a certain amount of power and notoriety by dealing in methods. And do you think that that is necessary to be successful in business, to deal in methods and give people what they want? Or do the people you coach manage to not do that and still succeed at what they want to do?
I mean, you have two questions. You have one about methods, and then you have giving people what they want. And then you're sort of combining the two, and they're to some degree two different questions. So I'm not sure which one you're asking.
My main question is, I noticed that a lot of people who do well in business prescribe methods. Do you think it's necessary?
And are you saying that they do well in business, and then after they do well, then they begin to prescribe methods, or they do well in business because they prescribe the method?
They're able to climb the ladder and to earn the respect of people around them and to be treated well. I don't know if they actually accomplish anything, or if they're just good at kind of climbing the ladder by telling people what they want to hear. And if they
and see that's why the question is confusing, because on the one hand you're talking about methods, people who give methods, and then you're talking about, on the other hand, giving people what they want, and then on the third hand you're talking about they're able to climb a ladder, they're able to rise the success or climb the success ladder, and it's kind of all over the place. So I'm not sure that you know exactly what you want to ask, or if you do, it hasn't been explained clearly.
Have you noticed this pattern that I'm talking about?
A pattern of what? Giving people what they want, so climbing the success ladder, giving methods. I mean, those are three different things.
A pattern of people giving methods in order to gain social power.
Well, I think a lot of that goes on. I mean, and there, the world is conditioned to seek prescriptions, and so if you have a channel, or if you have if you've gained some level of public notoriety, then you can come out and say, well, these are the 5 steps to this, and this is the 5 steps to that, and these are your morning routines, and this is the way to become successful. And is that going to gain a lot of attention? I think a lot of the attention is because the person's already has already attained the level of success, which provides the attention, and that provides a forum through which he can prescribe methods. I'm not even sure if what you're really asking. A lot of times people dress up their question, and they try to come in sneakily and ask some nice sounding question when they don't just come out and say it. Because another possibility, I'm not saying this is the case, but another possibility is that you could be asking is that what's wrong with giving methods, because you would like to do so as well. And if others have, what's wrong with that? That could also be what you're asking. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's something like it. I think I'm kind of thinking the reverse. I don't like to give people methods, and I don't like to follow them. I don't think they're useful.
So then why does it matter if a lot of people do? What's the relevance of that? If you don't like it, if you don't like doing it and you don't like following it, well, who cares what they do? Why ask that question?
Yeah, I mean, I run a small company, and I see that a lot of other executives will give methods, and it gives people a calmness, even if those methods don't work and are ineffective.
So you're saying because you've seen other people who are heads of companies do this, that you would like to perhaps try the same thing and to provide a level of calmness to your subordinates. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't. I wonder if I'm missing. Should I? Even though I'm reluctant to, and it doesn't. It's not something that aligns well with my values. Am I actually doing something wrong by, not giving people that kind of structure, even if that structure is not real and is kind of false? At
the end of the day, it really is. Is that something that resonates with you? And if you do it because others do it, or you feel that others are doing it and you're not doing it, are you missing out, or are you doing something wrong, or not getting the most benefit out of something by not doing it? Then you may do it. But this is not a question about whether method giving is effective or not. You have to understand that the people on the receiving end of everything are the masses, and they are not looking for the truth. So any lollipop you throw their way, they're gonna eat the lollipop. Now, if you want to toss lollipops too, you can, and there's no way that you're going to think that I'm talking against it. I'm not talking against it. I'm saying that that's just the fact of how things are. Anyone will buy a used shoe. You can sell them anything. Then you can tell them to do this and do that, and they'll say, "Thank you. I'm going to go practice that. I'm going to do that." And they didn't come into the world that way. That's called brainwashing. That's called conditioning. That's what society has turned human beings into. I mean, it isn't their fault. That's what society has turned human beings into, prescription seekers. So if someone is a prescription seeker, and everyone is, then naturally they're going to have an affinity for those who give them prescriptions.
Right.